then go ahead and come to a nice comfortable seat. Remembering you can always sit on top of a pillow or a folded up blanket. You really just want this pose to be easeful. It's literally called easy pose. So you could almost sit here for a while and be fairly comfortable. But as always, if your knees get a little sensitive or a little sore, you can always just put your feet straight out in front of you as well. I'm pretty sure my cat is going to knock over my video camera. I don't know why she picks this moment to just start exploring everywhere. Well, sorry, I apologize in advance if you hear a big crashing sound. That's Astrid. All right, so closing your eyes, resting your hands in your lap, lengthening the space between your heart and your navel, your belly button. Sitting up nice and tall. Just start to breathe in and out through your nose. Normal breath. Not trying to make it anything. Just letting it be as it is. And being okay with that. Let it be. And see what you can discern about it. Is it an easy breath? Is it taking effort? What does your breath feel like right now? And then go ahead, put one hand on your heart. And start to connect to your heart's rhythm, the heartbeat. And go ahead, start to rub the palms of your hands together, creating some heat, some warmth, gathering some energy. And go ahead, cup your hands over your eyes and inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead, start to massage your face, making little circles with your fingertips, starting at your forehead, and then move down to your brows, especially paying attention to that third eye point, which is right in between the two brows and just a little bit up. We call that our mind's eye as well, right where that third chakra lives. And then you can make little circles in your temple. And then moving down to your cheekbones and your cheek muscles. Whenever I do this, I always think of the Addams Family Values. I don't know if any of you are as familiar with that movie as I am. But at some point, Debbie puts her fingers on Fester's cheeks and she goes, "I want to remember you just like this." And she makes these huge circles and it always cracks me up. So I always envision doing that during this. And then go ahead, take the heels of your hands, draw them down your jaw. Really releasing. And bring your hands to heart center, pressing into the palms of the hands, thumbs connected to the sternum. Continue your breath. And then release your hands down into your lap. Okay, so we're going to do a slight variation on the Nadi Shodhana, or the alternate nostril breathing practice that we've done previously. And really all you're going to do is, you can switch hands if you want for each one. You just want to make sure you can easily plug one nostril at a time, and it's not a big deal. Sometimes for pranayama practices you do different hand movements, but for the sake of today we're just going to plug it however is most comfortable for you. I'm going to come up a little bit closer to the camera here. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your right. So you inhale left, exhale right. And that's all we're doing for a little bit, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, plug your right nostril, inhale left, plug the left, exhale right. Plug the right, inhale left, and exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Continue at your own pace, remembering to inhale left and exhale right. Keep going, nice and slow, deep, full breaths. And what we're doing is we're breathing in from our left side. That is our feminine side. All of us, whether we're male or female or however we identify, we all have the feminine and the masculine within us. This side is the moon side, right? The receiving side, the feminine side. It can be very calming, very soothing, where that anxiety and stress can release. Just continue like this for a few more moments. And the next time you exhale out of your right nostril, go ahead, release your hands down to your lap, close your eyes, and just breathe. Taking note of how you feel. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other side and focus on that balance. So you're going to inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. Continuing that breath, nice, full, easy, deep. The right side is connected with our masculine side, or the sun, the giving side. Continue on. By doing this, we're really balancing all the energies inside of our body, especially all those energy channels that run. They come up and they cross right at our third eye chakra. We're really helping to balance those energy channels. And the next time you exhale through your left nostril, go ahead, release your hands down, close your eyes, and breathe. Taking note if you feel different, if your breathing feels different, if anything. Just be aware and see what you can discover. All right, turn some music on here. Just go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know if it gets too loud at any time. There we go. All right, go ahead and lean back. Switch the cross of your legs. And we're going to start to do a little Sufi grind. So you're going to make little circles with your chest. They can be big circles, little circles. We're just starting to warm up the spine a little bit. And they can be slow, they can be fast. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. And then you can start to connect the breath by inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Really connecting the breath. You can close your eyes if you like. You can also get your shoulders and your head involved. And then the next time you exhale, go ahead, reverse directions. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And then slowly start to make the circles smaller one by one, eventually coming to stillness. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take that left arm, swoop it down around and open up the chest. Deep breath into the front body. And exhale. Take that left arm down around. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. And inhale, take that right arm down around and open up to the ceiling. Breathing into that front side body. And continue the circle with your arm. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Remembering you can always put your back hand on a prop to give you a little bit more lift here. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling, deepen the twist. Not using your hands to crack you over, but rather your core to twist you. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. And inhale, both arms up. Interlace the fingers, place them behind your head. Inhale, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, round the back, navel to spine. Inhale, forward and open, elbows wide. Exhale, chin to chest. Draw in the elbows. And continue at your own pace, working these beautiful spinal inflections. And then inhale, come to sit up nice and tall, elbows wide. Reach the fingertips up as high as you can. And exhale, extend your arms out and down slowly around your auric field. And then drop your chin to your chest and just start to very gently rock your head from side to side. Making sure just to go through the front, go through the center. And just keep breathing. And then bring your head down to center, chin to chest, interlace your fingers behind your head, and gently pull down, drawing the elbows in. And releasing the hands, lifting the head. Take that right arm across the body. Make sure the shoulders are moving down. Keep breathing. And then go ahead, switch arms. Nice big breaths. And then go ahead, take that right arm up, grab the elbow, keeping both shoulders down. Imagine your shoulders are drawing down your back. Somebody is pulling them down your back. So your heart should be nice and open right now. Breathing. And then go ahead, switch arms. I did a Kundalini practice this morning called Pitra Kriya. And my shoulders are very sore. That's all right. It felt really great. And then go ahead, release your hands down, shake out your shoulders, bounce them a little bit. You know, I love a good shimmy. Maybe do some shoulder rolls. One at a time, and then roll them forward. All right, let's go ahead and move to all fours. Tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let me get my blanket out of the way. And the crown is reaching forward. The tailbone is reaching back. Navel is drawn in, pressing through the hands so those shoulders are engaged. We're just going to shift our weight forward, left, back, right. Forward, left, back, right. We're just warming up the wrists, warming up the shoulders. And then go ahead, reverse directions. Back, left, front, side, back, left. And come back to center. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail, press through the hands. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, navel to spine, round back. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Continue at your own pace, seeing if you can truly connect the breath through the entire movement. Slow, controlled, and full. And you can start to find other movement that feels good for you. Maybe doing around the world. Really work on those hips. And just make sure you reverse directions. Anything else that feels good to you in this moment. Play around a little bit. See what might feel nourishing. What feels good for me might feel different for you. Excellent. And go ahead, press back into child's pose. Knees wide. Release the heart and forehead to the mat. You can always bring your forehead to a pillow or a block. You really want to be able to release here. So inhale. Exhale, sigh. Ha. Maybe massage your forehead while you're down here. Turning your head from side to side. And in your mind's eye, as you take in oxygen, imagine the oxygen is flowing to your hips and flowing to your spine. And then go ahead, shift forward onto your belly, pressing into the tops of your feet. Hands are next to your chest, but not pressing into the floor. Inhale, lift the heart, reach it forward, draw the navel into the spine and the shoulder blades down. And exhale, lower. Inhale for baby cobra. Reaching forward and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Reach the heart, reach the crown, navel drawn in. Go ahead, hover those hands just for a moment. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Taking your time, go ahead, press back into downward facing dog. Make sure your fingertips are facing the top of your mat, pressing through the fingertips, through the palms, sending the tailbone up. And you can start to walk the dog, bending one knee at a time. Release the head, shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. And inhale, walk the feet up to the top of your mat for forward fold. Remembering to keep a gentle bend in your knees if you need to. The focus is really on draping your body, letting your head hang. And bend your knees. Inhale, roll up. Nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming up to stand. And go ahead, do a little willow tree. And coming into your Tadasana, rooted into the ground. Thighs engaged, tail tucked, navel drawn in, heart lifted, palms are facing the front, and that root lock is engaged. Those bathroom muscles that you're squeezing in and up into the navel, which is your Uddiyana band. Your chin is slightly tucked for the Jaladhara band. Those three locks engaged. Breathing here, so strong. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Reach the crown forward, tailbone back, navel drawn in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands down to Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Tadasana. Last time we do this, I want you to imagine that you're underwater. So there's resistance to everything you do. It's very smooth. Everything's connected. One last time, inhale through the water, arms reaching up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat back in that beautiful water. Exhale, folding down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Wonderful. All right, let's do a little Anjaneyasana. So if you want to grab your blanket for some cushion, make sure your props are at the top of your mat. And finding that Tadasana once more with those 3 locks engaged. The root lock, the navel lock, and the chin for the neck lock. Nice and strong, breathing. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, step that right foot back. Check that alignment. Knee over the ankle, navel drawn in, heart reaching forward, and release the knee down to the floor. Pressing into the top of that back foot, rise on up. Remembering to send your hips forward. Chest is open, shoulders are down. You can always ease off if it becomes too intense. As you're here and that navel is drawn in, send that left hip back and that right hip forward. Press through the feet. Engage those legs right as you're stretching them. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, shift back to half split. Flexing that front foot, sending the crown forward and the tailbone back. Really big breaths here. And you can always keep a bend in that front knee. So long as you're feeling the stretch, you're doing it just fine. And moving with the flow, inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Take your arms with you. Exhale back. Draw that navel into balance. Inhale forward. Press through the feet. Exhale back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Interlace your fingers above your head with your pointer fingers facing up and your thumbs facing back. Inhale, lift the gaze at a slight back bend. Or you can keep your hands out in cactus. Open that chest up, draw that navel in. And perhaps if you'd like, you can interlace your fingers behind your back, sending your hands down. Or stay where you're at. And exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your foot. Walk that left foot out to the edge of your mat. So toe is out, heel is in, and sink into your hips for lizard. Sometimes I like to rock side to side here. And if it's a little too intense and tight, you can always walk your foot in a little bit more. And if it helps, you can tuck that back toe just to give you a little bit more support here. You can just shift your hips forward and back. Just releasing here, breathing, wherever feels good. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, sigh. And then walk the foot back to the center of the mat. Tuck the toes in the back. Lift the knee. Draw that navel into your spine and send your heart and energy to the top of the mat. Step up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, step the left foot back. Checking the alignment. Knee over the ankle. Heart is reaching, shoulders are down. Release the back knee down. Press into the top of the back foot and rise up. for Anjaneyasana. Breathing here. Check to make sure your knee is over your ankle. Breathing here. Pressing through the feet. Navel drawn in. Draw that right hip back and that left hip forward. And inhale. Exhale, shift back to half split. Really sending those toes back towards your knee. Trying to keep that lengthened spine. You can fold as far forward as you like, so long as you've got that gorgeous lengthened spine. Breathing. And moving with the flow. Inhale forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Use the feet to help you balance. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Draw that navel in. Exhale back. And inhale forward for your Anjaneyasana. Maybe interlacing your fingers with your pointer fingers up and your thumbs out. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Press through the feet, square off those hips. And maybe interlace your hands behind your back, reaching the hands down. If this is where you're at, that's beautiful too. So long as you're feeling that gorgeous stretch. And exhale, bring your hand to the inside of your foot. Walk it out and sink into that lizard. Remembering you can always inhale forward and exhale out of it a little bit. We carry a lot of pent-up emotions in our hips. A lot of stress, a lot of tension, sometimes anger, hurt, fear. And by stretching them, we can sometimes help to release that. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, sigh. And then go ahead and walk that foot back to the center of your mat. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee, heart and energy to the front of the room. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. And just stay here for a moment, basking in the strength and the flexibility of your body. And go ahead, relax. And go ahead, move your blanket out of the way. Come to a nice wide leg stance. You can bring your props in front of you. And toes in, heels out. Hands on your hips. Getting fully engaged, that navel drawn in, the heart is lifted, shoulders are down. This might be the Wonder Woman-esque pose or Superman kind of pose. Whatever you see it as, let that be it. Strong, confident, grounded. And inhale, hinge forward to a flat back. Hold here for a moment, keep breathing. Draw your belly button to your spine. Imagine somebody is pulling the crown of your head forward and pulling your tailbone back. And exhale, come up to stand. Working those legs a little bit. Inhale forward to a flat back. And exhale to stand. Inhale forward to flat back. Holding here, reaching, reaching, reaching. And exhale, lower your hands to the floor or to your props. And put your hands under your shoulders and start to play with shifting your weight from the backs of your heels to the balls of your feet. All the while focusing on sending that tailbone up, just like we do with downward facing dog. You want to send it up. You want to externally rotate your booty out. And go ahead, walk your hands over to your left foot. And you can take your prop with you if you need to. Adding a little side stretch here. And see where you can release. If you'd like, you can bend that opposite knee, really sinking into it. And then straighten the knee, walk your hand to the other side. Reaching, breathing, tilting that pelvis. Maybe bending that opposite knee. And then come back to center. And you're going to want to turn that right toe out to face the front of the mat and walk your hands to frame your foot. If this is too intense, keep a little bend in your knee, and you can put your hands on your knee or your shin, or if you have your prop available, you can do that as well. Breathing into this triangle pose. You should really feel a beautiful stretch up that whole back right leg. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, soften. And then walk your hands over and let's switch sides. So turn that left toe out to face the back of your mat. Maybe bringing your props with you, or just putting your hands on your knee. And just breathe. Make sure you're using your legs, right? So press into your feet. They're super strong, and they will definitely support you. See where you can soften. And walk the hands back to center. Turn both toes in, heels out, and release into this forward fold. You can keep your hands on the floor, or you can grab your elbows and let your head hang. Maybe swaying side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Stay there for a moment. If you need to bend your knees, bend those knees, right? The goal is to release the spine. Let the weight of the head and the shoulders decompress. Beautiful. And go ahead, put your hands on the floor, bend your knees and roll up, nice and slow. Chin to chest, take your time. Excellent. Okay, go ahead, come down to the mat. And after all that stretching, that deep stretching, let's go ahead, come into a supported child's pose. Get this out of the way. Knees nice and wide, toes touching, and release onto your pillow or your blanket. Really taking the time to adjust and get comfy. You truly want to be able to just rest here. Close your eyes. Soften the muscles in your face. And just keep breathing nice, long, deep, slow breaths. And if you have your head turned to one side, go ahead, switch it to the other side. And slowly use your hands to walk your torso up. And go ahead, come and sit down on your bottom for a little supported butterfly. Laying down. Open that heart. Remembering you can keep your knees up like this or opening them out to butterfly. Inhale, exhale, release. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. thoughts are getting a little too complicated or a little overwhelming, just bring your presence back to your breath. Tune back into the breath and how it feels. Bring your attention back to your breath. Slowly bring your knees up and gently, very gently roll off your pillow. And for this next restorative pose, it's literally just called legs up the wall. If you have space at a wall, go ahead and use that. If you have a couch that you can put your feet up on, or your bed, or up against the dresser, it's totally fine. You can also put a blanket underneath your bum if it's a little too intense. And all you do is just put your feet straight up. Open out your arms and rest here. With your legs, you can also, instead of just keeping them straight up, you can put them in butterfly as well. Bringing the bottoms of your feet together and opening your knees. Or you can just put your feet out kind of in a nice wide sumo squat. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Inhale. And exhale. Release into the earth. Soften your facial muscles. Soften your fingertips. Soften your shoulders. This is such a nourishing pose because all the blood is rushing down to your heart and your head, giving your heart a little bit of a break, making it easier for it to pump. This is really activating the parasympathetic nervous system, so helping you to release tension and stress. If you do this 5 minutes every day before you go to sleep, oftentimes it can help you fall deeper into sleep. Help with sleeping patterns that maybe are a little irregular. It's also helpful if you get headaches or migraines. Truly is a wonder pose. Something so simple, yet so effective. then gently draw your knees into your chest. Press your lower back into the floor. You can kind of just rock your knees from side to side. And then slowly come to roll over and lay down and make your way onto your back for Shavasana. Be nice and gentle with yourself, taking your time. Remembering that if you feel more comfortable laying on your stomach, laying on your side, laying on a couch or a bed, you're welcome to do so. Use pillows and blankets. Really take the time to get comfy. There's no rush. Shavasana is the most important part of our practice every day. It truly is. It's a wonderful way for your body to be able to soak up all that beautiful work you just did. So inhale, exhale, release into the floor. Keep breathing, softening the face, the shoulders, the hands, the lower back, the pelvis, tailbone, backs of the legs, heels, toes. Let gravity help you and aid you in this posture to fully release and relax and melt into the earth. There's nothing else left for you to do but Shavasana. deepen the breath, bringing your awareness back into your body, wiggling the toes and the fingers, circling the wrists and the ankles, reaching the arms above your head and stretch. And slowly roll over to lay down on one side. Laying down, connecting with the earth, reconnecting with the breath, and taking a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for such a beautiful practice that's made available to all of us from our teachers and our teachers' teachers. Because yoga is not about the pose. It's not the alignment of toes or hips or shoulders. It's not about the form. Yoga is an invitation to explore, not a command performance. It speaks the language of the soul. In the flow of breath and motion, yoga coaxes us from the confines of the known across the silent threshold into vastness. Yoga is the union of prayer and movement, guided from inside. It is healing and the joy of saying yes to life. Breathe, relax, and feel the body receive its own truth. The seed of freedom flowers within each of us whenever we are open to what's real. Go ahead, come to a comfortable seat, bringing hands to heart center. The light inside of me honors and bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hoped it helped you in some way. It's been a joy, and I feel so blessed to be able to share this with each and every one of you. Truly, I feel so grateful.
Thank you.